In our previous session, we have seen how to implement, that is from out using at the rate output parameter, how we can actually emit a message back to the parent component from the child component. So in our application, if you observe, this is our main page, that is all events page. If I open one of the event over here, we have all the sessions displayed over here, and we have a link over here, that is by clicking on this link we will go to the child component, that is create session component, where we can fill in the form and click on save, such that that saved session will be added as part of this event. Okay, so in this case, event details component is our parent component and create session component is our child component. So we have seen previously how to emit a message back to the parent component, that is from create session component to the event details component. Okay, I will switch to Visual Studio Code. So previously we had implemented this save new session method over here, which confronts to the iSession model. And here what we have written is we are just updating the session ID such that we are taking maximum number of sessions as part of that event, and we are incrementing it by one and assigning that as a new ID for this new session. Okay. And we are passing this session by pushing it to the all sessions array. That is, sessions is the property which is having I session array, which contains all the sessions as part of this event. We are pushing this new session to this sessions array. Okay. Next, what we are doing is, as part of event service, we are actually invoking this method. What is a method? That is update event method, and we are passing this event. Okay, this we have to implement in this video. Previously we had implemented save new session method. Now we will implement update event method as part of event service. Okay, here you can see two errors over here. One is because of a typo over here. Instead of dot we have provided comma. Okay, and this update event error is because we have to implement this event as part of event service. So let's go to event service. So here is our event service inside shared folder. Let's open this. Okay, as part of this, if you observe, we have already few methods over here, that is get events method, get event method, save event method. Now let's also implement update event method. Okay, let's implement update event method now. Update event, which will take event as parameter. Now here what we have to do to update an event, this need to find an existing event, right? This need to find an existing event in the array and replace it. So how we can do is by using at index equals, here we have events array, right? As part of this service we have this events array. If you remember, here you can see, I'll just scroll down. Here we have this events array. Okay, as part of this events array we have to update the new event. We have to find the existing event in the array and replace it. Okay, by using find index, here you can use a variable x such that x dot id equals event dot id. Okay, and here what we are going to do is, as part of this events array, here we are going to pass the index. This will be equal to event. Okay, so this is how we are implementing update event as part of implementing a new session to be added to the existing number of sessions for that particular event. So as a whole, what we have done so far, if you observe in our previous video and this video, if you combine both, you will come to the conclusion in such a way that our create new, that is our create session component, emits a save new session event. Okay, here if you observe create session component, here you can see our create session component emits a save new session event, right? Here it is emitting a save new session event, and we are binding that to the where we are binding that, right? We are binding that to the parent component. What is a parent component? Event details component is our parent component, right? We are binding that to the parent component. Okay. What else we are doing? We are binding that to the event details component, and when that event is emitted, what we are doing here, we are binding to event details component. Here you can see, and when that event is emitted, we call save new session on our event details component, which adds the session to the event and then updates it. Okay, which adds the session to the event, and again what we are doing, we are going to event service and updating that event. This is the complete flow which we have implemented as part of saving a new session to the existing event. So let's see how this works. Okay, so our project is compiled successfully. I'll go to our application. Okay, I'll just refresh this once. Here you can see all events page. Now what we are going to do is, let's just click on this event, click on this add session link, and let's provide a sample name for this. Okay, let's see how it works. New session, presenter, I can give myself duration. I'll select 1 hour. Okay, what is the level? I'll just give beginner level. Abstract, I'll give as summary. Okay, and I'll click on the save button. Now here you can see, if I just scroll down, here you can see whatever the session which we created just now is appearing as part of all the sessions for this event, right? So if what happens, whenever I'm clicking on this add session link and I'm creating a new event, and I'm creating a new session, that session will be added to all the sessions over here. That's how we are storing that new session as part of the sessions array, right? So we are storing over here by using update event. Now suppose if I'm navigating back to all events and I'm clicking on the same event, if I scroll down, here you can still see the session which we created just now. Okay, so this is getting persisted over here. It's not getting disappeared once I navigate back, right? So whatever the new session we created is appearing over here. That's how we are actually using at the rate output parameter to emit and then catch it, bind it to the parent component. What is the parent component? Event details. This is our parent component. We are binding this from child component, that is create session component, to the event details component, that is parent component, and we are displaying that particular session which we created as part of add session. We are displaying over here inside this event details component. Suppose if I'm clicking on any other event, if I'm clicking on any other event, if I'm just scrolling down here, you cannot see that session, right? Why? Because it is specific to that particular event only. Whatever the session which we created newly is actually specific to that particular event. That session cannot be available in any other event, right? That's how we are implementing. Okay, so that's it for this video. We have binded as part of new sessions created to the existing event, okay, by using at the rate output parameter over here. If you observe, this is our child component. Here we are emitting. Okay, here you can see we are emitting this session over here, and we are binding it to the parent component, and we are calling save new session method over here. And finally, inside our service, what we are doing, we are updating that event. Before updating this event, what we are doing is we are actually creating a new session id for the new event, new session, right? Here you can see that we are creating a new session id and we are incrementing it by 1, such that the maximum number of sessions as part of that event will be incremented by 1, and it will be assigned to the new session. That id, that new id, will be assigned to the new session, and we are pushing that to existing sessions over here. Here you can see push session to the existing sessions, and we are calling update event method. Okay, We are calling this update event method as part of event service, which will update that particular event with this new session. That's it. This is how we are implementing new session as part of particular event. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please like, comment, and share this video. And kindly subscribe to my channel in order to watch more videos. Click on that bell icon so that you will start receiving notifications whenever I'm uploading a new video.